Hi, Barbara. Thank you for allowing me to do your reading today. I'm so sorry that it took so long for me to get to it today. I've just been kind of busy, but okay. So I've already like prayed over the cards and I laid them out for you. I gave you a 4 card spread, so I'm gonna turn the camera here so you can look at them. Okay. So this is what I did. I did a 4 card spread for you, kind of like I did for your daughter and granddaughter. And then I kind of did cards on top and on bottom as clarifiers there. Okay, so these are the ones on bottom, on top. So this section here would be your situation. This would be your challenge. This would be your advice from spirit. And this is your outcome. I also pulled some cards for you out here in the end that we'll go over at the end, okay? All right, so I first want to begin with this first section here because this is your situation here. So the very first card that I pulled for you is called The Light of the World. So basically, this is about spirit knocking on your door, but you're kind of like too busy to pay attention to it because you see how he's kind of just like sweeping over here and he's really just busy living his own life, kind of just like doing his own thing. And spirit's like, hey, like there's so much more over here that still needs to be seen or you need to be made aware of, okay? And it is also signified by this because it was clarified by this card, which is the 6 of Coins. So the 6 of Coins is somebody offering you something or you having enough to offer it to somebody else. So somebody is trying to offer you something here, okay? And you may just be too busy to pay attention to that or to notice, I guess, kind of thing. I don't know. This is, it was also clarified by this. This is be accountable for everything in your life. So this is more about like your finances and stuff. So it says, rich people believe that they create their lives. Poor people believe that life happens to them, right? So if you want to be wealthy, you must believe that you're the one causing your success or your mediocrity or your struggle, right? You are the one in charge of that. But there's someone that is offering you something and you're just kind of like, I don't know if you're closed off to it or you just haven't like been open to it yet, but there's somebody there that wants to offer you something, whether it's like spiritual or financial or both. There's something there that they're trying to let you become aware of, right? Okay. So we got this in your challenge position. You got the bird's nest. So this is really about like expansion, like either you're adding on to your home or you're expanding a business or you're opening a business or you're expanding something or you're trying to create something or you're building something, right? Because or you're going to be, or maybe this is a challenge that you want, there's something that you want to expand or maybe renovate your home, maybe there's more children coming or grandchildren, or maybe there's someone that needs to come stay, with you for some time. Maybe it's children coming back to come stay with you or grandchildren that need to come stay. But there needs to be some sort of like expansion going on, okay? And it was clarified by this. And this is about emotional wisdom. It's about maturity and integrity, but it could be represent someone in your life that's like this. It could be a water sign. It's a water sign because it's a cups. So it could be a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. So if you know any older gentleman that is a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces that is in your life, or could be in your life or about to be in your life that maybe is wanting to help you with this expansion, or like along the lines help you financially, spiritually, maybe even emotionally with something that you're trying to build or create or maybe expand, so you can have the room for anybody to come and stay if they want to stay, or for grandchildren if they want to come and stay, or whatever, right? So it was clarified by this too. This is saying decide that money is important. Anyone who says that money isn't important doesn't have any. That's the truth, right? Rich people understand the importance of money and the place it has in our society. So you need to make that decision that money is important, right? So maybe it's time to even set a little bit of money aside and maybe even start building a nest egg, because money is kind of important for your future, for your family, or maybe even your family's legacy and all that, right? Okay, so moving on over here to your spiritual advice. We got your spiritual advice here, and we got this, the Buddha prepares. So this is kind of telling me that Spirit is telling me to tell you that maybe you need to take some time out to rest. Maybe you've been working really hard or working too hard, but it is time for you to maybe step back and take a little bit of a breather and maybe do some meditating, or I don't know, just take a long hot bath or listen to some music and just try to relax a little bit more. If you're tired, go take a nap, because that's what Spirit is trying to advise you, because you're not going to be any good to anybody if you're tired. Because when you're too tired or you're too overworked, people tend to get sick, right? Or they just are not starting to feel well because the tiredness starts to wear on your body, right? And you need to stay strong and focused, right? You need to stay focused on growing your money. If you want to get rich, you need to focus on making and keeping and investing your money. If you want to be poor, you need to focus on spending your money. So don't spend. Focus more on investing it. And I feel like maybe you need to invest it in, I don't know, something that you want to build, something that you want to create, or maybe even if it's just for family or family purposes, because it came along with this. And this is about family legacies and you wanting to create or build some sort of family legacy. Maybe there's something that you want to leave behind for your children or your grandchildren or your children's children. That's what this card is really about. It's about you having enough strength and creating that bird's nest so you can maybe in the long run build that, that foundation for your family, for your family's legacy, and for your future, and so on, right? I do see that there are a lot of children or grandchildren in your environment, because this is the garden, and this is definitely about children, or this can also be about people in your life that you feel very connected to because you've known them from a past life, okay? But really, with the way your cards are reading, I feel like this has a lot to do with children and your grandchildren, okay? And you building a foundation and building that legacy for them, right? And it was clarified by this card. This card is a card about fertility and growth and prosperity. Is the ability to create something new, right? It's a new phase filled with good fortune. It's attainment of material goals, and it's also contentment in your personal life. Because once you create all of this and this foundation and build this bird's nest or this expansion that you're doing, this building that you're doing, you're going to end up creating some sort of foundation in future and legacy for your family. Okay? that's going to lead to prosperity and growth for your children and grandchildren and children's children. But in order to do that, you need to believe that you're good enough, right? That you're enough. If you believe that you're not enough, you'll validate that belief and create the reality that you don't have enough. But if you believe that you're more than enough, you'll create more than enough in every part of your life. So you need to tell yourself that you are more than enough. You need to believe that in yourself, right? That you can create all of this, and you do have the ability to. You are capable. All you have to do is open up to that spiritual side that's knocking on your door and listen to that. Spirit is everywhere, and they speak to you in different ways, through people, through music that you listen to, through even commercials or radio or TV, you know, or numbers. You see a sequence of numbers, look it up. That's your angels and spirit guides trying to speak to you. Okay? I'm going to begin with this one. This one over here is talking about nature. Remember how I was talking about this and meditation and stuff? This is talking about nature. So to me, this is telling me that maybe you need to spend more time in nature. Okay? It's saying this is the time to absorb the healing time to absorb the healing properties that nature has to offer. Your mind, body, and soul need nourishment, energy, revitalization, and strength. Nature has much to offer, so take this time to connect and spend some quality time outdoors. Spend some quality time outdoors. Take some long walks now that it's almost springtime, you know, when the weather's getting nice. I don't know if you have any pets or if you have any dogs, but maybe take them for a walk. I'm sure you both would enjoy the fresh air and the nature, right? And just the exercise and energy that you get from it. And it's also like another way or source of, you know, meditating. It's like a nature meditation kind of thing, okay? It is. Nature is wonderful and beautiful. Oh my gosh, I can't lift this card up. That's so funny. Okay. This one's called Family of Light. It came with a book. These are kind of long, but these are from my Light Worker Oracle deck. I can't even pull it out here. All right. I am going to read this to you while I let you see it. I'm going to try to cut it short because it's kind of long, but just bear with me, okay? It says, the limits that much of humanity place upon their love, that they will love their own family, country, religion, or community better than they love those on the outside. Do not restrain your heart. You are capable of loving humanity, of loving all creation on earth as an extended spiritual family. You will love all as your own. You are meant to belong to a broader family of light. While some souls have incarnated to learn about us and them, others have the purpose of teaching unconditional, all-embracing love. You are one of these. You have taken life to love the many, not just the few. Aww. For this life purpose to be anchored, issues in your biological family may keep you from bonding with them in a typical way. Perhaps you were the odd one out in your family, the one whom no one really understood. Perhaps you felt loved but couldn't live the way your family seemed comfortable to live. Maybe you lost family members through divorce, disease, depression, and death, or through addiction or emotional maturity that left you disconnected from key family members. If your father figure was absent whilst you must do the emotional healing work to process that pain, understand the purpose of that absence for your own spiritual connection to remain intact, pure, and powerful. If your mother figure was absent whilst You are advised to do the emotional work to process that pain, understand the purpose of the absence, for you to look beyond your immediate family to find your place and find yourself belonging to and being devoted to the entire human race. This pain was part of how you remain unconditioned by the more typical family bonds. Whilst these bonds are necessary for many souls to experience their life lessons, the difficulty you may have experienced regarding them helped push you to become a child of love. You had to seek family in expansive ways, remaining open as you searched for love, rather than feeling satisfied by your immediate tribe and closed to those outside it. You can come through your experience not as a victim of circumstance, but as an empowered soul. Process it, heal, forgive, and step into the spiritual blessings gained through your atypical relations with your biological family. Although you are not meant to belong in a traditional way to your family of origin, you shall not be denied the love that you need. You are here to help build you are here to help build a human family joined by more than blood or legal union. It will not just be you loving the world, but the world loving you. The power of your heart to give and receive love shall not be wasted. So it is time to gently undo the patterns of attempting to fit in. Instead, trust that you're exactly as you're meant to be. When you do, your magnetism will draw love and friendship from those who vibrate at a similar level of consciousness to you. Leave past hurts and rejection behind. You no longer need them to grow. Be brave. Pray to connect to your family of light, not only in spirit, but also here on earth. Let them in. Know that you belong here in spirit and in body to be loved, held, touched, listened to, and accepted just as you are. Okay? Just as you are. Then you got these last two. These are from my Romance Angel deck. This is called Finance and Career. It's saying financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. Try not to let financials be a factor in any kind of relationship, whether it be your, partnership or your family. Just try not to let finances or career get in the way of that, okay? And then this one fell out too. It's saying stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. So if you stay positive about everything that you're going through, and any type of negativity that you may be feeling, or from anything that tries to come against you, stay positive in all that you do, because it's not only going to bring you romance, but it's going to bring you more blessings and more luck and more love and more finance and everything else that you need, right? Okay, my dear, I hope that you enjoyed your reading. I'm sorry it was so long. But I hope I answered all your questions. I know you just wanted kind of a general reading. So I hope this kind of touched on something, that is going on, or helped answer some questions. But okay, that is all. Thank you so much, and I hope you have a wonderful, blessed day. All right, bye-bye.